Hello, my name is Femi Akojeno. One of the excuses that many people give for not accomplishing their goals and for not fulfilling their dreams is that they lack the resource. They complain that they don't have money. They say that they don't have the technology. In some cases, they say they don't have the connection, they don't have the contacts, they don't know the right people. And in some other cases, they claim that they don't have the time. In other words, I don't have the resource, and because I don't have it, I cannot accomplish my goals and I cannot be successful. Well, for those of you watching me right now on Facebook Live, you see my caption. It says that I started LifeZone TV with no money, and I bought a 3-family house with no money, and that's the fact. That's the truth. You see, years ago, 8 years ago, over 8 years ago, I started LifeZone TV at a 5x8 space in the basement of my house. I had no money. When I went to the cable company and I spoke to them and I said, I want to have a channel. And at that time, there was no Christian channel on their network. And I said, I want to have a Christian channel. They asked me, do you have money? And I said, no. They said, you need $50,000. I don't have it. But I kept at it. I was persistent and I kept going. I said, I have other things. I don't have money, but I know people. I know pastors. I know I can make it work. You know, they dismissed me. And I went back. They dismissed me. 8 months later, LifeZone TV started. Even the original encoder that we used to start LifeZone TV, they supplied it to me because I didn't have money. I didn't have what it takes, but I had other things. I knew people. And I was able to leverage on that with my persistence to make it work. Several years ago, I decided, to start buying properties. And I bought this 3-family house with no money. I did it. I'm here to let you know that the resource is not your problem. You're under the sound of my voice and you're saying, but I don't have money. I want to start a ministry. I want to start a business. I want to buy a house. I want to buy a company. I want to do this and I want to do that, but I don't have the money. I don't know the people. I don't know the powers that be. I don't have the technology that I need. I don't have the resource that I need. And so you've been sitting on a goal. You've been sitting on a vision for years because you don't have what you think you need to have. And I'm here to let you know that you have all that you need. If you don't have money, don't worry about that. If you don't know people, don't worry about that. You have what you need. God has put in you what you need. For those of you who are students of the Bible, you see in 2 Kings chapter 4, we see the story of this woman whose husband died and his 2 sons, our 2 sons were about to be taken as bondmen, because she couldn't pay the debt. And she went to Elisha, and Elisha said, what can I do for you? What do you have? And she said, I have nothing. I have nothing except a pot of oil. I have nothing. And that's been the excuse of many people. I have nothing. I don't have the talent that those other people have. I don't know how to preach like them. I don't know how to sing like them. I don't know how to speak like them. I don't know how to do sports like them. I don't have this. I don't have that. But they forget that they have something. Every single one of us have something. There is something that you have. It may not be money, but you have something. It may not be technology, but you have something. You may not know the millionaires and the billionaires. You may not have their contacts, but you have something. If you're under the sound of my voice, you have something. You have something that will lead you to success. Every one of us have something. So lack of resource is not the problem. You know what the problem is? It is the lack of resourcefulness. The lack of resourcefulness is the problem. Right now, as you're watching me, there is something you have, and that thing can bring money to you. There is something that you have. That thing can make you sit in front of millionaires and billionaires. There is something on the inside of you, every single one of you. There is something you have that will take you high, that will take you far, that will help you to be successful. But the problem is that this thing that we have, oftentimes we don't know how to be resourceful with it. We don't know how to turn it around to give us what we want. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. But I'm hoping that I can help you change that. That I can help you zero in on what you have. You know, the ones that you've been dismissing, you say, oh yeah, I only have this, I only have that. That's nothing. Guess what? What you are calling nothing is a gold mine that you've been sitting on. And it's about time that you now begin to learn how to be resourceful with what you have. You have something on the inside of you. You have something. Do you realize that your passion is a resource? Do you realize that your creativity is a resource? Oh, maybe you never thought about that. Do you realize that your honesty, do you realize that your love, do you realize that all that is a resource? But you may say, but how can I turn my passion into anything? How can that take me anywhere? Well, I want to help you with that. I want to show you that it's not money that's the problem. It's not lack of connections that's the problem. It's just that what you have, you don't know how to be resourceful with it. You have all that it takes. I don't care what your state is currently. Maybe you are depressed watching me right now. Maybe you are even in jail watching me right now. Maybe you are, homeless watching me right now. Maybe you just lost your job and you've been without a job for many years. I don't know what your state is, but I'm telling you, you have something right now that will help you get back up. You have something on the inside. You say, but I don't even have a house. I don't even have shelter. I don't even have money. I don't have food. I don't have this. I don't have that. You don't need to have all of that. You have what it takes on the inside of you. It's there. In most cases, you've shunned it. In most cases, you've thought, this is nothing. You've thought, I need to have this. I need to have that. But not realizing that you already have what you need. It's on the inside of you. I want to show you how you can use what you need to become what you want to become. Years ago, when I started LifeZone TV and the cable company brought the encoder to my basement and they said, okay, hook up the internet. So I hooked up the internet, called Verizon Fios. They set up the internet. So now they set it up where they will be sending signal from the encoder to the cable network. And so anyone with any one of the wall cable boxes can watch LifeZone TV on their box. And all I had to do is to supply the video source, is to give them video. Once I connect video to the encoder, they will be watching it on their side, in their office, and anyone that have their boxes will be able to watch LifeZone TV. I didn't have money. I didn't have money to get all the complicated system and all the robust system and all of that. And so I said, you know what, with the little money I have at that time, let me go and buy some DVD players. And so I got 3 DVD players. Maybe I got them for like $19 each or something. And I hooked them all up. And I connected them to the encoder. And I put a switcher to switch from one DVD player to the next. That's not how you start a TV station, but that's how I started. Because I have something little, and I use that to get started. Now, of course, we didn't need that anymore because that only lasted for a couple of months. Because right there at that basement, I got a client. While we were still using DVD players to supply video. That's not how anybody does it, but that's how I did it. It's called resourcefulness. So while that was going on, I got a client that decided they were going to buy airtime and they were going to pay for a year upfront, $46,800 wired into my account. Then boom, out of the basement. So you're saying you don't have money? That's why you haven't started? Start with what you got. There's something you got right now. When I went to Wallcable and I kept knocking at their door and I kept going to them, I didn't have money. They even asked me, but do you have any journalism degree? Have you studied broadcasting? I said, no, I don't know how this works, but I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm supposed to do this. You're watching me right now. There's something you're supposed to do, and you've been sitting on it because you're saying, I don't have the resource. I don't have the money. You don't need money to get started. Just like I bought that 3-family house, you too can do it. You can do everything that God has called you to do. You can do everything that you have dreamt to do. You can do everything that you have written down as a goal to do. I want to show you how. Many times it's the lack of resourcefulness. I'll never forget when I started LifeZone TV, I got to know about 2 different organizations that started a TV station. One was connected to a politician in Nigeria. The man has money. And he came to the United States and they started a TV station. They got an office building in Manhattan. I'm talking about an office building that they paid every month about $30,000+ for. They had money. When they launched that TV station, they flew people from Nigeria, at least 50 people from Nigeria. They had money. In their case, they had money. But guess what they didn't have? They did not have resourcefulness. And so, with all the $1 million+ that they spent trying to start this TV station, at the end of it, they had to fold it up. They have to stop because they didn't know what they were doing. They had money, but no resourcefulness. And in their people, they have some resource, but they don't know how to be resourceful. So they end up wasting all this resource that they have. And then I know about another organization when I started LifeZone TV. This one is a Christian organization. It's a big Christian ministry. And they too, they spent about $1 million. Now, can you compare somebody who has $1 million with somebody who had no money? 8 years later, the one with no money is still running the TV station. The ones with the money, because they don't even have resourcefulness. They had money, but they don't even know what they're doing. You know, some people have resource, but they are not resourceful. It ends up becoming a waste. I'm here to let you know, money is not your issue. Money is not your problem. Lack of contact is not your problem. Your problem is that you're not resourceful. Your problem is that what you have, you don't know what to do with it. And I've met many people, they have something, and I'm looking at them, and I say, you have something, but they don't know what to do with it. I want to teach you what to do with it. And so I want to invite you to join me for Activate. Activate. Activate will help you to create realistic goals, realistic visions, and then I will teach you the steps to take. Many people, they have some kind of idea where they want to go. They have some goals they've written down, but they don't know the right steps to take. I want to teach you the right step to take. Why is it that some people are successful? Why is it that they are multimillionaires today? Why is it that every step they take is always successful? I remember a mentor of mine, we were on the phone talking, and this man pastors a 30,000 member church. Successful guy. Multi-millionaire guy. And he told me, he said, everything I do works. I said, hey, everything you do works? Yes, you too can get to a place where everything you do works. Obviously, he's made some mistakes in the past. He's learned from it. But he has gotten to a place where he knows the right action keys, the right steps to take. And I want to teach you some of the right steps I've learned over the years that can help you to get something off the ground and get it going. Join me for Activate. We have one coming up very soon, but there's going to be more around the country and around the world. So check my website for a list of where we are having Activate. But Activate will help take your vision to action, to success. Activate will help teach you how to be resourceful. It will help teach you how you can do anything, start anything with no money. I want to show you how you can get that dream of yours off the ground. Many people have dreams. It's not that they don't have dreams. They have it. But what do I do next with my dream? They don't have that. Or in some cases, they've been doing something, but it seems like it's been plateaued. It seems like it's not able to pass a particular limit. How do you remove the limitation so that you go higher? I want to show you that. So I invite you to go to my website right now and register for Activate right away. Go to LifeZoneTV.com and register. Or if you see a link where you're watching me right now, click on that link and register for Activate. If you know anybody that you believe should be successful, maybe they have some resource, but they don't even know what to do with it. They are wasting it away. You need to invite them to Activate. Maybe you yourself, you don't even know what resource you have. I'm telling you, you have it. You have it. And you're looking at me like, what are you talking about? I don't have money. I don't have nothing. You have something. I want to show you what you have. Sometimes some people don't know what they have. Sometimes some people actually really think that they have nothing. You remember 2 Kings chapter 4? The woman said, I have nothing except for a pot of oil. In other words, that's nothing. Pot of oil is nothing. But do you know that the prophet said, okay, no problem. Go and borrow a lot of pots, a lot of vessels, and pour the oil, pour it into the vessel. And as she did, she went back to the prophet and said, hey, I have all this pot of oil with oil in them. And the prophet said, no problem. Go and sell them. Pay your debt. Leave off the rest. Who would have thought that a pot of oil is what it takes? She had it all along, but she never knew that what she has been dismissing, what she has been despising, what she had not paid attention to is the key. And you are listening to me right now. You have something in your hand that you're not paying attention to, but that thing is the key. I want to show you what to do with it. It's not everyone that's gifted in knowing what to do with what they have. We just need to admit that. Some of us have resources, but we don't know what to do with it. You need a coach to help you to be resourceful. If you are not naturally gifted to be resourceful, then you get somebody to teach you. And they teach you this, what you do, this, what you do, this, what you do. And before you know it, all your resources is turned into gold. You have it. You have what it takes. And it's about time. It's about time. You know, for many of us, as we are crossing into a new year, this is a good time to start right and to say, you know what, let me learn what it takes. This is more than a New Year resolution, because New Year resolution, they don't work. It's not a resolution you are looking for. It's learning the keys, the action steps that successful people take. Learning how to be resourceful. Learning what it takes to stay consistent. I've been running LifeZone TV for over 8 years. I remember one of the guests we had at our studio recently. He came to me. He said, I am inspired by your consistency. I looked at him. Because in the beginning, when we started Hallelujah Hour show, he was a guest. And then years later, about 5 years later, he came back as a guest. And it's like, wow, you've been doing this thing consistently. How many of you can say you have been doing anything consistently? What is the key to stay motivated? You know, sometimes people are motivated in the beginning of the year. Yes, I'm going to go for it. Yes, I'm going to go for my dream. But by February, they drop the ball. No more motivation. No more activation. I want to show you how you can keep yourself motivated all year long. How you can keep yourself motivated in any project, in anything you're doing, where you never stop. You just keep going. You know, for some of us, we need to manage our emotions better because our emotions kind of dictate for us. I feel good today, I do it. I don't feel good tomorrow, I don't do nothing. Well, I want to show you. You need to overcome your emotions, and I want to show you how to do that. So the Activate is power-packed. Tell everyone you know to be present at Activate. It will help you. It will help take you to the next level. Go to my website right now, www.lifezonetv.com. LifeZoneTV.com and register. Or if you're watching, wherever you're watching, there's a link at the bottom. Click on that link right now and register for Activate. Activate. It will change your life and you will never be the same again. You will thank me for being a part of Activate. Now, let me quickly say something to faith people. People of faith, many times we're busy looking for prophecy. You've heard prophecy for 10 years, 20 years, and you're sitting on prophecy Stop wasting your time. It's not prophecy that will do it. You need to activate, activate, activate. You need to act. Faith without works is dead. I will show you my faith by my action. So you need to act on it. You need to act on it. You already know the direction, so you need to act on it. But you say, but I don't know what to do. No problem. Come to activate. I will show you what to do. And your life will never be the same again. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure this has been a blessing to you. Share this with somebody and register, register, register.